So there's one final story I'd like to share with you that I think really pulls this all together, brings the entire deconstruction process into focus. In the year 2000, two brothers were hitting golf balls at a driving range in the UK. Now they decided that that was drudgery and just wasn't much fun at all. Unfortunately for the sport of golf, that's not a unique experience. A generation raised on video games was rapidly deciding that golf was an expensive, time-consuming luxury. A luxury, not a hobby, that was difficult to learn and in the final assessment, just not worth the effort. But the brothers thought that they could help, that they could find a way to work on their game and still have fun in the process. To figure this out, they embraced the 5 steps of the deconstruction process. First, they declared that they would re-examine the very nature of golf itself, but not from the perspective of a purist, from the perspective of an enthusiast. So their goal was to remake golf into this engaging entertainment experience by making it more social and just plain more fun. Second, they disassembled the game of golf into its component parts, and they decided to focus on the long game. Now, that's typically one of the most challenging aspects of the game for beginners. And I know, since I've been a beginner at golf for about 30 years at this point. But they decided to focus on that because it was the area where there was the most to gain and because no one had ever done that before. Third, as they looked at the possibilities, they discovered a possible mashup of games and technologies. And what they decided to do was to blend a golf driving range with the social environment of a pub and combine that with the clear scoring and immediate feedback that comes from sports like darts or bowling. Now, there was an IT component to this, certainly, but one of the cool technologies that they used to pull the whole thing together was something called RFID tagging. And what that allowed them to do was to actually label each and every golf ball individually. So if you're a golfer and you smack that ball out there, you've got instant feedback about where the ball went, how you hit it, and what your score is. So no more lost balls, no more drudgery putting in time on the range wondering what happened. Just no more drudgery. Fourth, they delivered this concept to major cities across the UK and the US, and they called it flat out fun. This is golf, right? But it's flat out fun the way you encounter it at TopGolf. And the final aspect of this is that TopGolf is digesting the feedback that they're receiving from their customers about this new market that they've created. Now, they've got things like meeting spaces for corporate meetings and family events and that sort of thing, but they've also just started something called TopGolf TV. So what TopGolf TV is the opportunity for media and sports personalities to talk about their encounters with this exhilarating entertainment experience, which used to be golf, but is now TopGolf. And by the way, the personalities that they're working with go straight at the 18 to 34-year-old demographic that they view as critical to the success of TopGolf, and which, by the way, doesn't really feel very connected with the sport of golf. So by many measures, the traditional sport of golf is really very challenged, right? 10 golf courses close for every one that opens every year in the United States, and it's estimated that 200,000 golfers give up the sport every year. But that's golf, not TopGolf. TopGolf has got 37 locations open, and trust me, they're booming. They've got 18 more in the plans, which would give TopGolf a total of 55 locations in 6 countries on 4 continents. Now, if two brothers can do that with something as entrenched as golf, just imagine what you can do with all the things that you've got to work with.